Hello to you all on this comfortable day. I hope you are well, and welcome back to the unnamed series of Minecraft. I'd like to take a moment and let the game and music take over for the start of these now. We don't have much time left together, so let's get started, shall we? I found a peculiar rabbit who's stubborn in nature and adamant to go nothing but north. In my attempts to persuade him, he grows more hungry for his goal. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make the batter bitter. But a bitter better butter will make my batter better. So 'twas Betty Butter, bought a bitter better butter. We have a diamond boot plate, and Betty, ready with basic enchantments, ready to enter the nether, and off we go. Immediately, I see a gang of hoodlums bullying the poor pig. What does a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business. Okay, no more Mr. Funny. The goal of today is more challenging. Retrieve the blaze rods, eyes of ender, and finding a bastion. Given my good luck, my portal was neighbour to a fortress and blaze spawner. Today I'm going to answer some more questions as per usual, but speak more on the game. Starting with a question that comes from Katie, that says, tell us about your favourite day. Many days come to mind, as they would for anyone, but I'm going to stretch the question slightly. Summer as a teenager, finishing school and going out with friends, just has to be some of the most joy I've experienced. When it's a really good day out also, it's the only thing that comes close to playing out on the street in the 90s like children used to do. When you age now and have a boys group, it's just a lad's trip to Tenerife or Ibiza, trying to shag or just drinking and vaping. Luckily not all lads groups are like that, but I remember going over to a friend's house as a younger kid, like 11 to 12, sunny day, big garden, and we got to the hose outside and had like 200 balloons, so we filled them up and just had a water balloon fight for hours. Ice lollies in between, and those DIY water slides you'd make with the tarp and liquid. Just such joy that you won't find anymore. That's not my favourite day, as I have to retain some secrets, but a day that will always give me serotonin just by thinking of it. Cleared out the fortress and I scurry on home. Get some proper gear for this close we are coming to. I actually hadn't named my ex Betty yet, so if you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know. Don't know. So what I wanted to try out for the first time in Minecraft was some sweaty shit. If you go to settings, there is an option called entity distance. Upscale this and it loads mobs further away from you. Now if you press F3, and find the E colon area, it tells you the amount of entities spawned in the direction you are looking. We can now do this and find the direction that a bastion is in. We're already at a fortress, so I didn't have to worry about looking at another. I saw a spike in the numbers which told me a bastion was in that direction, and I headed off. The reason we wanted to find a bastion is to do some more sweaty shit. There I am going to mine and build specific patterns and areas to get trades from piglins to get ender pearls quickly. This is the method that they use in speedrunning and was really fun to learn. But the biggest fear though was that it was my first time doing this and it was in hardcore. This is the highest likelihood I had of death. We have a question coming from an anonymous source and says, what do you wish people knew about you? To start with, our group of noobs are all so autistic, so unfortunately so, that I wish they knew the social cues I put out there, the very niche and borderline jokes I make, and that I intently say horrible jokes for the purpose of awkward silence, and the blatant misinformation I give, which does not represent me. To no fault of theirs sometimes. Now that's out of the way, something I wish people knew about me is a contradicting one. The thoughts that come to mind are something I'd share, but something I'd also wish to keep hidden. Problems that don't involve the people it's related to, I often don't bring up elsewhere. Right now is a really ironic time to be speaking about this, as I'm going through something severe and it's taking up a lot of my time. Bless my friends for their concern, which I appreciate, but despite that, I've not shared anything. It just varies for humans. Some wish all to know, others comfortably share anything with their close ones, some half and half, and some struggle to even open up to their closest at all. In all honesty, I think I'm using these videos to project and clear my consciousness. No direct conversation happening, only you being the listener to give no input or feedback. I can just clear my mind off the past and push thoughts here with less concern. It's a comfort tactic. The places where it feels right and wrong to talk, finding comfort and confidence in people you are telling. To those who don't open up, I'll say the same generic repeated words you've likely heard before, because it works. Talking and clearing your conscience to someone willing to listen will do wonders for your head and heart, just like going outside uplifts your mood. We have arrived at the bastion, and I'm going to run through what I'm doing. I'm planning to craft a gold helmet, because wearing this will keep you safe from the piglins. I also had some gold prepared to drop in case they came after me. The goal here is to make a piglin hole by mining the gold blocks in a certain sequence. Once you mine the last gold block in the bastion, all the piglins rush over to kill you. Having your hole prepared filters them into a 1x1 hole, and then all you have to do is convert your gold into ingots and keep throwing it on the piglins. Having multiple in the hole will increase the chances of getting an ender pearl trade, where they can give up to 16 for a single trade. This is the best method for getting your ender pearls and blaze rods with speed. Now, as you can see, I failed to execute it perfectly, and had to build around them to get to the desired location. I quickly did that and set them free, and mined in the sequence that led you to the gold blocks. But I made the mistake of being forgetful. I went on wondering why their aggro wasn't on me. I believe if I had mined the block, all would have gone as intended, but I got some of them into the hole and went back up for the rest. It was strange, the piglins had left, and not being fully on guard could cost us the world here, and the series. I continued up the bastion, looking to get the aggro off the rest of the piglins, and unfortunately, I did just that. With only 4 hits being enough to kill me, and having 2 hearts left, we just came the closest we have been to death. And right after that, I got to business, and gave them some gold, mined the rest of the blocks and covered the hole where I could see them. Doing so would allow the items to force through the 1x1 and into my inventory, where I wouldn't have to worry about them hitting me and risking death. I went on with the trades for a while, but to no success. We didn't get any ender pearls. I kept trying, but I wasn't sure if I just messed up or gotten really unlucky. The complete antithesis of this is that speedrunner who cheated. For context, someone did the same strat, and I believe got a 0.006% chance or something of getting really specific trades perfectly suited to a speedrun. And that's what I really like about speedrunning. And that's what I really like about the speedrunning side of Minecraft. Normally games have set start to finish with nanoseconds to split the world's best runs. Minecraft can have minutes apart, all just due to variables, a different spawn, and a different plan for each run, the titan of replayability. Now, as you saw before entering the bastion, I was killing some endermen and got some pearls via that method. It seems I could just hang around and get the pearls I needed for the end portal. With the hardest part over and escaping death, all that's left is to prepare for the end and head home. A blessing and a burden. Being emotionally intelligent. I As everyone, I've experienced emotion, but unlike all, I'm also pretty good at handling emotion. I studied psychology for a year before doing absolutely nothing with it, but I keep my learning of the heart and mind's connection close. It's a blessing because I don't have panic attacks, or heavy anxiety, rage I can't control, or sorrow that stops me in my tracks. But I do have the odd suffocating sense of missing something. Not having all aspects of the chart, and not getting sad and angry. In a fake utopian world, no one is sad and angry, but I feel the desire to feel all the good and the bad. Worried as the days go on, that there's something I'm losing. It's a strong hypocritical thought because to not have to deal with such emotion can be a signal of one's happiness and well-lived life. But the thoughts of having them is a negative emotion or not handling it well in itself. The perfect phrase that them nerds say is, it insists upon itself, yes it really does. Perhaps I'm not the problem, but the world I work upon. The societal mindset of needing problems to be normal, not having good enough people in history in the world to have such peace in life of issues. Where I live, the sun don't shine, or very little to my knowledge. All I see is bad people on the powder getting on it. Seems we live for fun, but when it's done, we live for bad sausage. If you know, you know. Another pet peeve I have is the people who try to say life is short. The ones who say, wow, X month has gone so fast. Life being the longest thing you will ever experience, obviously, and those who wasted time in fear of such feeble things, to no blame of their own, to be honest. The fear you can instill on your own mind can kill, genuinely. I'm planning to post this on Tuesday or Wednesday, when I'm away. Writing on a Monday night after packing with haste. It's currently 9:30. Like I said, getting the ball rolling is tough. It takes some commitment to also open up, reflect and evaluate, but comfort has been found in doing 4 of these now. Now, to talk about change. We're all growing up, and we're all gaining more and more commitments. Games getting played less, people talk less, time marches on. Like I said prior, I'm ending videos soon, be it this year or next, and I haven't collated my thoughts and feelings on the matter of drifting apart or stopping something we did daily. Memories with friends that shape us. I don't have a worry of not speaking to my friends, but I'm confident change is going to happen, and I try to prepare. I don't have much issue with change as I'm spontaneous in nature. Change out of control is a fear I have, but something so grand is a fear to most. Some ideas I've had that haven't been done. I state these for the hope they come true, or to hold myself accountable when I see this once more. I want to make videos of the present and set them to go public in many years. The only time I did this was for my death video. I had made a video which was 40 minutes long when I had some serious health issues. I'm grateful that it never had to come out. And quickly back to emotions. I don't ever state the serious situations, past or present, I've been in, and that might be something to look at. Something I have noticed at the time of writing is that I'm actually clear of my heart issues. And when I say that, I have been clear of my heart issues for years, but what I mean is I would often wake up in the night or every time I'm at the gym or just out and about, I would clutch my heart and I have a heartbeat that strikes fear into me. That would wake me up or stop me in my tracks. Noticing it hasn't happened for months. The trauma response that's been with me for half my life is quite nice to notice. I plan to take part in the Tour de France. I'm running 2 marathons next year, and I think I want to try write a novel. I'm in flow state, as we speak, writing with no hold back. The dream. I've been on this video for a week or 2, and tonight I'm not too worried about order, sequencing, or producing well. I just want to talk, a bit more raw of tone and genuity. Not thinking too much and writing as a persona, but as my mind thinks, I type in sync. In the past, when I heavily debated ghosting and vanishing without any communication, so close to doing it multiple times, even doing it once for a period. Always thought it was for the better myself, separate. I'm glad fate has played its tune for me to hear, as I feel grateful this is the path I've landed upon. I've taken the better parts of both to remain and grow. And to my friends, we've had past experiences, even today we've had issues, and tomorrow we will laugh, and time after we will repeat. Also, my dream occupation is to be a film director. I'm taking my time to pursue this as I don't want to do it as a job, but more as a project hobby with the label of a job. And I can't wait for the day I create a film. And that's another idea. Real life skits, short stories, and short films. I need to get creative as I'm limited in kit, unable to follow the production standard. I need to look smaller, vague, indie. Take a camcorder or an old phone, make a style that fits me, make a style that says me. No cut film, minimal dialogue, perspective and splits. Hone my acting. Much to be done. Much to be done. That concludes my rambles. We got the Eyes of Hender, and I got some ancient debris, only realising after I had no template to get the netherite chestplate. Thank you for watching this unnamed series. I hope this helps you as it helped me, and I'll see you for the finale soon. Thank you.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be